Are you sick and tired of that dreaded yellow monetization icon? Well, today, we're going to demystify a feature that can totally change your monetization game on YouTube. It's called self-certification. This is your guide to taking back control, getting faster decisions, and finally turning those frustrating yellow icons into solid green ones. We've all been there, haven't we? You pour hours, maybe even days into a video, you hit that upload button, and then you see it, that little yellow symbol of uncertainty. It means waiting, it means confusion, and yeah, it means lost revenue. But what if there was a way to pretty much leave that feeling behind for good? So, here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to talk about the yellow icon problem itself. Then, we'll dive into your solution, which is self-certification. After that, I'll walk you through exactly how to rate your videos, what your YouTube trust score is all about, and finally, what you can do if you ever need to appeal a decision. Let's get right into it. At its heart, the whole yellow icon problem is really just about waiting. You're waiting for YouTube's automated systems, its AI, to figure out what your content is about. And look, that AI is smart, but it's not you. It doesn't know your intent. And that can lead to delays, wrong decisions, and just a whole lot of anxiety. But what if you didn't have to wait for the system to guess? What if you could just tell it? Well, that's exactly what self-certification is. It's a super powerful tool that YouTube gives us creators to put us right in the driver's seat of our own monetization. The whole concept is built on one simple, really powerful truth. You know your own content way, way better than any algorithm ever could. By just telling YouTube upfront what's in your video, you're helping them make the right decision for ads, and you're helping them do it a lot faster. The benefits here are awesome, both right away and in the long run. Of course, you get faster decisions and fewer of those annoying yellow icons, but honestly, the most important thing is this. Every single time you give an accurate rating, you're building trust with YouTube. You're building a reputation, and that pays off big time down the road. Okay, so the theory is great, right? But let's see how this actually works in the real world. We're going to look at a few examples so you can see exactly how what you choose directly changes the outcome for your video. All right, here's the dream scenario. This is what we're aiming for. You upload a perfectly clean educational video, you rate it as suitable for ads, and boom, YouTube's system totally agrees. The result? A super fast green dollar sign and full monetization. Perfect. Now, check this out. Let's say you did a tech review and there's some mild swearing in it. You're honest about it, so you rate it for limited ads. And guess what? YouTube agrees with you. Now, you still get a yellow icon, but, and this is key, this is a huge win. Why? Because your honest rating matched what YouTube thought. That boosts your accuracy score. Honesty really does pay off here. And this is the trap. This is what we all need to avoid. You upload, say, a graphic crime news report. But you're feeling optimistic, so you rate it as fully suitable for ads. Of course, a reviewer disagrees. They flag it as sensitive content. And what happens? You get the yellow icon, and you hurt your channel's trust score. It's a double whammy. So that last example brings up a really critical idea, your YouTube trust score. See, every time you self-certify, you're not just rating one video. You're building a reputation with the platform, a track record. And believe me, that reputation has very real consequences for your channel. And make no mistake about it, YouTube is absolutely keeping score. Every single rating you submit gets logged. In fact, after about 20 videos or so, you can go into YouTube Studio and check your rating accuracy page to see exactly how you're doing. You can see how often you and the system agree. And this is exactly why it all matters so much. If you have high accuracy, YouTube starts to trust you. Approvals get quicker, you see way fewer yellow icons, it's just smoother sailing. But on the other hand, if your accuracy is low, YouTube is going to lean more on its own automated systems for your channel, which means more checks, more delays, and more headaches for you. It's pretty clear which path you want to be on. So what happens when you've been totally honest with your rating, but you're convinced the system still got it wrong? Well, you're not stuck. Let's talk about the appeal process. It's a perfectly fair question, right? Because automated systems, they're not perfect. They make mistakes sometimes. So what can you do when you get a yellow icon that you genuinely believe your video just doesn't deserve? Luckily, the process is actually pretty straightforward. If that initial decision was made by the automated system, you just click a button that says Request Review. That's it. It sends your video off to a real person, a trained policy specialist who will actually sit down, watch your video, and make the final call. Now, this is incredibly important to remember, so listen up. Once a human specialist has reviewed your video and made a decision, that decision is final. There are no do-overs, no further appeals for that specific video. It's a one-shot deal. And please, please pay close attention to this one. This is a huge heads up. If you get a decision and then you go back and change anything, the video, the title, the thumbnail, you lose your chance to get it re-reviewed. So make sure your video is in its absolute final form before you hit that appeal button. Okay, now we have to talk about the really high stakes here. This isn't just about 1 or 2 videos getting a yellow icon. If you consistently ignore the guidelines, if you make serious and repeated mistakes in your ratings, YouTube can actually review your channel's eligibility for the entire YouTube Partner Program. So it is vital that you take this seriously. All right, if you only take one single piece of practical advice away from this entire explainer, please let it be this one. I'm not kidding. This one tip can eliminate almost all of your monetization surprises. It is so simple, it's brilliant. Instead of publishing your video publicly right away, just upload it as private or unlisted. Then, just walk away. Let it sit for an hour, maybe 2. This gives all of YouTube's systems time to do their checks. Once you see that beautiful green icon, you can switch it to public. And you can do it with 100% confidence, completely avoiding that last-minute yellow icon shock. When you really boil it all down, this whole system, your success with it, and really your long-term relationship with the platform, it all comes down to a single, fundamental question that you've got to ask yourself every single time you upload. Are you rating with a truly honest look at your content based on the advertiser-friendly guidelines? Or are you rating with a bit of wishful thinking, just kind of hoping to get a green light on something that you know is probably borderline? The answer to that question will define your success with monetization on YouTube.